Robert, I have to tell you, Bruce and I are here today because, well, yes. Bruce.
Sorry, dude.
He's the one I'm married to, actually. We have something that we need to share with you.
Is there ice cream?
No, Chloe, there's no ice cream.
There's never any ice cream.
Can we make this quick? There's a Lakers game in half an hour, and you know how much I love black men. I mean, basketball.
Girls, and what's his name? Robert, right. Listen, after considerable discussion with your mother, we decided that, well, we're going to get divorced.
Yeah!
That's such great news. Scott! You're getting a divorce.
I fucking hate you.
Oh, God! Take me!
Call me later.
Okay. I'll bite. Why is that good news?
Yeah, here's the thing. Our super once popular reality show has kind of been on the rocks for the last few seasons, so I feel like this is the thing that's really going to pull the audience back in.
Look, we're not getting a divorce to pull in more ratings, all right? We're legitimately unhappy.
I already know how my storyline's gonna go. I'm gonna start overeating in a bout of depression, and I'll refuse to shave. I'll gain back all my weight and body hair.
That's so brilliant.
Right? Because no one would expect that, right? An overweight, hairy Khloe Kardashian to catch everyone off guard.
How about you, Robert?
Okay, well, here's what I'm thinking. So, I'm so upset by your guys' divorce that I become an even bigger douchebag than I already am, right? So then I start plowing through women just left and right, talking about how they mean nothing to me and just overeating myself at Cheesecake Factory during testimonials, right?
And I'll be there because I love that place. I mean, that's the only way I'll get over my depression.
Right.
You guys are all amateurs. Listen to this one. In a bout of depression, I sleep with every black man on earth. Totally brilliant, right? Okay, so from an NBA player to a homeless man with no teeth, I welcome the huddled masses of brothers to my cavernous vagine.
Yeah, this is really good. You might want to think about saving it for Sweet Sweet.
Yeah. And when Kanye finds out, he retaliates the only way he knows how. By releasing a mediocre album.
Listen!
Jesus. Look, you guys, I am really disappointed in you. I don't think you clearly understand. This is not about boosting ratings, okay? We are legitimately unhappy.
I'm talking miserable, okay? And it's really not about money for us. That's the thing that people don't understand. And that's obvious because Chris and I never signed a prenuptial agreement.
We didn't?
No, remember? You said because I pole vaulted into your soul that I'd never have to sign something like that.
Okay, what are they going to pay for this storyline?
Tonight on TMI, Batgirl has a breakthrough, gravity loses its gravitas, and Tom Hanks gets some advice from ahead. All this and more on tonight, TMI with special guest Judson Mills.
Okay, so what do you guys got for me tonight?
What? Who are you? Who am I? I'm the guest tonight.
No, I am.
Damn it, Rollin. Told you this would happen.
I knew this was a bad idea.
Look,
What's a bad idea?
It happens to all of us.
What happens, Kurt?
Guys, just let me handle this. It's okay. Jerri, I need you to step away from this week's guest, okay?
Whoa, Matt. Hold on, I am tonight's guest, okay? I was on Survivor 3 times.
Okay, yeah, that's right. And I'm Curt Mega, and I'm very occasionally on Glee, randomly. And was once upon a time on Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah.
So...
I played Peter Boyle's girlfriend, so. And the point is, we all hosted TMI at some point, but then due to, misfortunes like bad money management and poor real estate markets.
Mistimed sex tapes.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah, we all ended up as cast members.
Right there.
Sucks to be them,
No,
huh?
Jerri. It sucks to be all of us.
Wait. No, this can't be happening. I'm in SAG, okay? Well, actually, I'm SAG eligible, which means the same thing. I'm just not saying.
Let it out.
No, I don't get it. What's
Jerry,
going
listen.
on?
Hey, listen. Don't worry. There's always work for us in student films.
Yeah.
Hey, porn. Porn is an option.
Yeah, porn.
Look,
No, look, you don't understand. I almost won Survivor.
yeah, but you didn't.
Wait, hold on. What show were you on?
Oh, I did a pilot for the Current Network a while back.
Alright, so that was all relatively exciting. So is it alright if we get back to the show? Like you guys got? Or...
Hey, you're the guest. For now.
For now?
So, ABC's Lucky 7 turned out to be Unlucky 7. Bam! They got canceled like 2 weeks into their first season. Burn.
Wow, I'd probably be really upset by that if I knew what the fuck it was.
Exactly.
2 weeks ago, Vanilla Ice offered Justin Bieber some words of wisdom on how not to be a douchebag. And then Sinead O'Connor wrote an open letter to Miley Cyrus. I guess those 90s stars have some wisdom.
You know, Kat, whenever I go through life, I always think to myself, what would R. Kelly do?
Sure.
How'd that work out for you?
Freaking on your booty, which works out pretty well for me.
Yeah.
Still better than Kuwait.
What do you mean, Rollin?
Well, they're testing people at the airport to see if they're gay.
Really?
Rollin, that was really gay.
Yeah, right? Hey, apparently Cookie Monster is going to be on a show in the UK on CBBC.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you know that over there they call him Biscuit Monster?
Oh.
Yeah,
Super.
and they call Big Bird Big Budgie.
Wait, what do they call Oscar the Grouch?
Oscar the Grouch.
Okay, well, let down.
Coming soon to the BBC.
Everything must be in place for this evening.
Absolutely, sir.
Nothing must be out of order.
No, sir.
My lord and hood, urgent telegram.
My God. My heir to my throne just died in a freak cliff diving accident. His bungee cord failed to bungee.
Whichever shall we do? Who will be the new heir to the Downton cookie?
My nephew.
Me want cookie!
A monster will inherit Downton cookie.
But my lord, he has no self-control. He will eat all the cookies.
Father, we hear you have news.
Yes, ladies, the cookies laws are written as the cookie laws are written, and my heir has died, which means all the cookies will go to Cookie Monster.
Oh, there must be a solution.
Give me cookie!
What about daughter number 3? She's ugly and no man will marry her without cookies.
A monster as the Earl of Cookie. Oh my, I never.
I never also. So.
My.
Give me my cookie!
Oh, my lady!
Now I'll have to marry an old man who doesn't want to eat cookies anymore.
There, my lady, there.
And don't forget the wise-cracking Dowager Countess.
Here is a cookie, and that is good enough for me.
Do not fret, I have a solution.
Stranger.
I think my cookie just crumbled.
If you do me the honor of giving me your daughter's hand in marriage, I assure you. I assure you, the cookie jars at Downton will overflow with cookies for years.
Very well, splendid. Ladies, you shall have cookies, and the Cookie Monster shall have as many cookies as he wants.
But which cookies will it go? Oreos? Nutter Butters?
No, fake noodles.
Not even cookies.
Downton Cookie, coming soon. Downton Cookie was brought to you by the letter R.
That's good enough for me. See, it's for cookie. That's good enough for me.
idea what heart disease is.
Oh, you were so right. Oh, let's eat before it gets cold.
Okay. Oh, that looks delish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try it with.
Oh, it sounds like someone's happy today.
Oh, I sure am.
Oh.
Sure am. I sure am.
Well, you better save room for dessert.
Oh, no dessert tonight, babe.
No?
No, you know what my dessert is tonight? I'm watching my new favorite show, Lucky 7. Well, there's a show, huh? There's a show I can really get into, you know, and especially after so many years of near misses. God, 6 feet under. Oh, almost! 8 is enough. No, it isn't really. It's actually 1 too many, isn't it? Yeah, the old Lucky 7, baby. That's something I can really sink my teeth into. Sink my teeth into. What's wrong, honey? Oh my God, do I have cancer?
No!
Do you have cancer?
No!
Heart disease?
What is that?
I don't know! Did you pass the salted butter? Okay, listen, Nan, I can't go on like this. Please come clean. What's the matter, sweetie?
No, let's just finish dinner first.
Kind of lost the appetite there, dear. Please, I can't go on. I can't eat. Eat. Until you tell me what's going on, honey.
Fine. You know, I just wanted us to have one delicious meal before your world came crumbling down.
Oh my God. Did the IRS find about those funds we were eliciting from the Canadian porn ring?
No, but it's so much worse than that. I love you, and that's why I married you.
Oh, yeah.
And because I orgasm after exactly 7 thrusts every time.
So do I.
I have a surprise for you. I was saving it for a special occasion, but if this isn't special, then I don't know what is.
Oh my God. My God. My God. My God. My God. A whole box DVD set of 7th Heaven?
Yeah.
That's gonna keep me busy for like 7 weeks.
Oh, I love you.
I love you.
sweetheart.
I love you too, honey.
Good night, okay?
What do you mean good night? You're not gonna watch this with me?
Oh, fuck.
Welcome to Kuwait. Let me see your papers.
Your papers.
Okay, let's see here. Miss Nok Olivia Hawk Yikiyak. We cannot allow you to enter Kuwait.
No.
What? Why?
It is because you are the gay.
And because no Kuwaiti military restriction means no gay people in our country.
Well, no, I'm not gay.
Listen, our top secret training taught us that someone like you is suspect number 1.
Yeah, no gayer than Elton John in a creme brulee.
I'm not gay. That's ridiculous. You can't look at somebody and decide whether they're gay or not. That doesn't make any sense.
OMG. We're in Kuwait. I feel like Sarah Jessica Parker. Sex in the City too.
Oh God, you bitch. They weren't in Kuwait. Come on, honey. They were in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, excuse me. You tried to abort a trip to the Middle East on your J. Crew salary, you whore.
Munch cocker. Oh my God, that was weird. What did you just say, cock munch or backwards? You're fucking sexy, man.
Excuse me.
Offended.
Wait, no! Wait a
What's
second.
your name,
Well,
mister?
I believe they were genuinely gay and you let them through.
Shut it, Mr. Ferry. You do not tell us how to do our job. And you are very the gay.
Yeah, you're there, then you're like Adam Lambert ballroom dancing with Richard Simmons naked.
Okay, listen, I don't know how to put this better, but I have a really important business deal that I'm closing today in Kuwait City. You have to let me.
Was it just me, or did that flight attendant look totally like Melissa Etheridge?
Oh no, Melissa Etheridge has a way more style.
Oh, that is way mainstream society for you. I don't know, man.
It's the truth.
No, you are not the woman that I met 12 hours ago and proposed to over there. We are over.
Baby.
Welcome to Kuwait.
Excuse me.
Oh, come on! Clearly they're gay!
Not as gay as you, gay boy.
Oh.
Yeah, you're like RuPaul at a Barbra Streisand concert. Eating jelly beans?
Really had to work at that one, didn't you?
They're not all winners, man.
You say you're not gay? We have the ultimate.
Okay, fine,
Hello, I am woman. Sex me with your penis in my mouth and vagina hole.
This is crazy, because I'm not... No! God, she's hideous!
Hit get!
What? No! No, I take them on! No, it's... I would never have... What are you talking about?
Thank you for your help, Doc.
Of course.
With you, we will keep the gays out of school.
Yes.
Hi, I'm here with my wife. I impregnated. We're traveling to Kuwait. Simple enough.
Yeah, for an early push present. Yay, Kuwait!
I sense the gay.
Come here, sexy boy. Put your penis in my mother vagina hole. Yeah.
They are definitely not gay.
Oh, honey, I just don't know. I mean, maybe if we take Tommy out of private school, put him in a public school, we can save enough money to pay the mortgage.
I don't know, Sweet doesn't look good. I don't think we're going to be able to save the house.
We have to do something to save our home.
Joe, you ever thought about refinancing to get a lower mortgage rate?
No! And who are you?
Yeah, that's right. We're kind of me bad and
We wanna sex you up all night! Help alleviate your tax issues.
that's right. That's right. Because if you're paying more than 5.7% for your mortgage rate, then you're coloring yourself bad.
Oh, honey, if we refinance a 5.6% mortgage, we may have enough to save the house and live here forever.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Color Me Bad!
Yeah! We are helping people with their mortgage issues.
All right, so what do you guys got?
Oh, hey, Judson, do you think it'd be okay if I pitched just for old time's sake?
No.
You know what? You are going to live to regret this day! Where's my alliance? You guys suck!
I just watched that.
Boundaries. Okay, so where were we?
Oh, Gravity had the biggest September opening in history, right?
Yet scientists are complaining that it wasn't accurate.
Yeah, that's just because they can't imagine a astronaut, George Clooney, being that sexy.
Right.
I dated Peter Boyle.
So there's a new show coming out with Batgirl, and it's going to show her as a positive, intelligent role model for girls.
Good. Just like Cher.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Great.
What's up, Batgirl? I got some car trouble. Yeah, you got a flat? Huh? Want me
No, I don't have car trouble, Batman. I'm on a stakeout.
What? Steak what?
A stakeout.
I love steak. Come back to the Bat Cave. Make me a bat steak in my Bat kitchen.
No. I'm doing detective work. You know what you used to do before you got all grim.
Hey, listen! My parents died!
You died! Everyone knows! We know! Your parents died!
So, what are you doing out here, huh?
I'm trying to collect evidence.
Oh.
You know, make sure the Joker doesn't get out of prison next time.
Alright, well, I collect evidence too. Sometimes.
Right.
What is it? He's gonna wait here till he shows up or something?
Yeah, that's the plan. It's hideout.
What makes you think he's coming?
Because it says Joker's hideout on the sign.
What's a hideout?
Where the Joker hides out where he lives. He'll come back here.
Alright, well, while you sit there waiting for something to happen, I prefer to make things happen on my own bat-style way. Hey, you! What is it? What's going on? Hey! Ixnay on the Bruce Nay. Go on my cover, sweetheart.
We already know.
Yeah.
It's not like you hide it really well.
No, really.
You always talk about your parents dying and
Millionaire, philanthropist, turned wing.
You know what?
I don't know anything.
That could be a terrible coincidence, so shut your face.
All right, look, you know, you guys can figure this out on your own. I gotta go.
Okay. Oh, wait. I will let you go, but only if you go back and tell all your criminal friends that Batman set you straight.
Whatever you say, Bruce.
Awesome. See, look what you did, all right? Now I gotta redo my entire persona. Let me throw some names out for you. All right, let's see. How about Bird Guy?
Oh, that sounds really stupid.
All right, well, I'll give you that. You want me to open any bat jars before I go?
No!
No!
Is it a lead?
No, it's Catwoman. Yeah, she wants me to swing by and give her the old Palcabam splat, if you know what I mean. I'll be right over!
I'm your host, Melissa Rogers, and tonight we have a special guest from the NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratories in Pasadena, Dr. David Becker. Thank you for joining us today, Dr. David Becker. So just so you guys know, tonight we're going to be talking about the top hit movie, Gravity.
Thanks, Melissa. More precisely, the scientific inaccuracies in the movie.
Oh, yes. I did hear that a lot of scientists were upset because a lot of the scenes were not really accurate with the way things are in space. Like, for example, Sandra Bullock's hair was never messy.
Yes, that's true, but...
and then also there was the medical doctor that was working on a telescope.
Also true, but what I really want to point
and then what I also noticed was that, let's see there, the astronaut was explaining to the medical doctor what would happen to her when she was deprived of oxygen.
None of that really bothered me, except for one huge, gigantic mistake.
Do tell.
The thing I found most unrealistic about the film was NASA having two astronauts as hot as George Clooney and Sandra Bullock.
I mean, really, think about it, most people in the movies are really hot.
Listen, if NASA had two people as hot as Clooney and Bullock, they would never risk sending them up there at the same time and losing them both. I mean, have you been to the Johnson Space Center? It's a nerd fest. Maybe they'd send Sandra Bullock up with, say, Paul Giamatti or Steve Buscemi, or George Clooney with Melissa McCarthy or Rebel Wilson, but they would not send them up together. And don't get me started if Kate Upton was an astronaut. We wouldn't let her out of the simulations. Oh, sure, we'd let her train, making her learn how to handle 0 G's, making sure the spacesuit fits by having her get in and out of it over and over again, making her prepare for the emergency splashdown. She'd emerge from the pool her clothes clinging to her firm yet supple breast.
I don't have any more time. I'm Melissa Rogers. Good night.
Oh, the physicals. I forgot about the physicals. There'd be a lot of probing.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. Would you like a pumpkin spice latte?
Yummy. Yes, please.
And for you, sir, would you also like a pumpkin spice latte?
I'll just take a venti coffee with a little room for cream, please.
Really? But it's pumpkin spice season.
I'm just good with regular coffee, but thank you. Yeah.
Hey, Phil, this guy just wants a regular coffee.
What? But it's pumpkin spice season.
Yes, honey, he's right. It is pumpkin spice season.
Sweetie, it's actually autumn, it's fall, it's that time of the year where leaves turn from dark green to light green. There's no spice season.
Oh, yes, there is. Why don't you try one of our pumpkin spice muffins? Or perhaps you'd like a delicious pumpkin spice
I'm good.
empanada.
Hey, buddy, can you hurry this up? You know, I got a meeting to get to.
Hey, listen, lady, it's not my
He just
fault.
doesn't want any pumpkin spice.
What? It's pumpkin spice season.
It is, honey. I told you so.
Yeah, they make everything pumpkin spice flavored at this time of the season. Bagels, Pop-Tarts, spring water.
I even tried the Oreos and tea.
Yeah. Yeah, they make candles and soap and car air fresheners.
Hershey's Kisses, frosting, candy corn.
My vagina.
Yeah.
Well, you know, 'tis the season.
All of you can go to hell, all right? There's no such thing as pumpkin spice season, all right? And you know what? For another matter, I don't even like pumpkin spice.
What?
Comfort the non-believer.
Pumpkin spice
Season.
Pumpkin spice season! Pumpkin spice season!
What just happened?
Oh, well, pumpkin spice season's over.
Oh yeah, it's here and then it's gone before you know it.
Well, then I'll just take a regular coffee then.
Would you like some peppermint in that?
Peppermint! Peppermint!
Mommy, how's Daddy's cake looking?
I don't know, sweetie. It doesn't seem to be rising.
Oh no, you can't give Daddy a flat cake.
No, I can't because he'll beat the living shit out of me. I don't know what to do. I don't have any concealer left.
Did you try adding baking powder to it?
Right, said Fred. I didn't even think of that.
There's your problem. Before it cooks much longer, take it out and put a teaspoon of baking powder in it. And remember, you're too sexy for my cake.
Right, said Fred. You are so right. I am too sexy for your cake.
Now hurry up or I'll beat the shit out of you.
Okay. I guess I'll do what you say.
Don't test me. I'm a model. You know what I mean.
You better listen to Right Said Fred.
Oh, I will, honey. I
Judson. What?
Nothing.
Okay, so, where are you going? Fix myself here. What do you guys got? What's going on?
Well, week 2 into the government shutdown, and we're all still here.
Yeah, everyone but Miley Cyrus is still here.
What do you mean?
Well, on the Today Show, she told Matt Lauer that people stop having sex after they turn 40.
Oh, thank God. I have at least 20 years before I have to worry about that.
Sexy stuff. Oh. Hurry up, take your clothes off.
Hurry, baby.
Don't ask questions. There's no time.
Relax, we've got all night. Don't want to unwrap your present.
What time is it?
11:56.
Ah, 11:56. It's too late.
Too late for what?
I,
We can skip foreplay. Come here.
Oh man, I was gonna get all up in there and sex you up one last time.
Last time? What are you breaking up with me?
No way, Jose. But you know, in about 3 minutes you're gonna want to break up with me, and I can't blame you, Ann.
Jerry, what are you talking about?
Be coy, my beautiful pumpkin pie. Everyone knows that once you turn 40, you no longer have sex anymore, and it's just a fact. And I want you to go on and do great things. So just give that stallion Howie a work call. Call him up.
Wait. No sex?
Yeah.
What do you mean no sex? Why would there be no sex?
Because once you hit 40, you no longer have sex.
Where did you read that?
Oh, my beautiful muffin. Miley Cyrus said it. I didn't read it. She knows things.
Cyrus knows things. What the fuck does Miley Cyrus know other than what Robin Thicke's bulge feels like against her ass?
She knows other stuff too.
Yeah? Like what?
Oh, you mean besides how to craft a #1 pop hit?
Yeah, besides that.
Twerking. Who knew what twerking was before Miss Miley?
Oh, probably lots of Brazilian women.
But after that.
Miley Cyrus.
You're darn tootin', Miley Cyrus, and now thanks to her, there's millions of girls all over the world just twerking their way around town. Because she knows that. And 40-year-olds do not have sex anymore, and she knows that as well.
God, you're an idiot. I don't even want to have sex with you because you believe what Miley Cyrus says.
Alarm, it's 12 o'clock, you can't do it again anyways. Ah, goodbye, little man, it's been a great, you've done great service, a lot of hard work. I still have a good sense of humor, I threw in a joke in a time of tragedy. Just give Howie a call from work.
Baby, I am not going to call Howie. There's nothing wrong with you except for your stupidity.
No, and then I'm 40 and I can't have sex. My genitals might as well be a paperweight for my underwear at this point.
That makes no sense.
Nothing makes sense now that I'm 40. Because I came in like a wrecking ball. Never hit so hard enough. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me.
You and Miley are right.
Good. At this point, I held you high up in the sky. And now, you're not coming down. The tables turned. Let me burn. And now, ashes on the ground.
Hello, Howie?
Is that Howie?
Hi. Yeah, what are your thoughts on Miley Cyrus?
What's he saying?
Okay, great. I'll be over in 10 minutes. Have your pants off.
I say,
Yeah, go sleep with Miley Cyrus.
all you ever did was wreck.
Came in like a
Bullshit.
Hey boys, welcome to the Major League Baseball corporate office.
Howdy. So listen, we got this, right?
A complaint.
Yeah, we're Oakland A's fans.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, listen, the other night, the A's lost the goddamn division championship to the Tigers. Fucking Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't agree with it.
We don't like them losing.
What?
We want the MLB to reverse their decision and let the A's win.
That's right. And if you can't do that, I want you to shut the whole goddamn thing down. I want you to close the doors to the MLB. You understand? CMO. It's good. Right?
Okay, let me get this straight. All right, your team, the Oakland A's,
Yeah.
was defeated by the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
And you didn't like it.
No.
So you want me to reverse the outcome or shut down the league?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, you know what? If you could change the rules to that goddamn 5-game division thing where you, the team that wins the 3 could really be the winner, I'd appreciate that. Or something like that.
Tom, I like
Yeah,
that.
I don't know what happened right there. It's,
Wait, okay. You want me to, wait, overturn what happened or shut down the league?
Yep.
yeah.
You guys are Republicans, aren't you?
How'd you guess?
Oh, Henry, this chicken is just divine. You have to try some.
Oh, that is the one.
Henry? Henry, are you okay? Oh my God! My husband is choking! Does anybody know the Heimlich? Oh, Henry! What did...
Everybody! Yeah!
Thank God! Backstreet Boys, save my husband!
We can't.
Why not?
We don't know the Heimlich. We're also sick fucks that like people dying to get off on it.
Yeah, you know we can get away with it too, cause like we're still sort of relevant.
BAM! Yeah, sort of.
But I don't want you to die! He hasn't paid off my car loan yet!
Joe, maybe you should call MC Hammer, because I heard he's an MT now. What?
Oh,
Can you prove otherwise?
I guess not.
Yo!
Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Where is it?
Excited?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited.
All right.
Okay. Judson,
Yeah.
I've got my very first cast pitch.
Okay, great.
Everybody pull out their cameras.
Yeah,
Take a
they're
picture.
out. They're out. Let's go.
Okay, did you know that Tom Hanks has diabetes?
I came out here for this.
And?
And what?
And there should be a joke after that.
Yeah.
About diabetes?
Yeah, sure.
Diabetes. 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 Diabetes.
Mr. Hanks, the head of the Disney Corporation will see you now.
Iger's meeting me?
Not Iger. Yeah.
Oh
Mr.
my...
Hanks, Walt Disney's head.
Holy crap. Walt Disney said.
It's Mr. Disney said to you, or if you want to abbreviate, you can call me the head. And I'm putting air quotes around that. You just can't see that because I don't have any hands.
You know, I heard rumors about this, but I didn't...
What do you think I am, some kind of bowling ball, Hanks?
I'm sorry.
What? Does the bodiless head scare you? Am I some kind of freak to you?
No, you're not.
Because I am a freak. In the boudoir. Back when I had a body, I would fuck women day in and day out. Judy Garland, Rita Hayworth, LBJ, Tallulah Bankhead. That woman with a name like that, you think she could really chew down on your Jimmy, but she was all teeth. We really should have changed her name to Tallulah Bank Teeth.
Okay. Mr. Walt Disney's head.
Tom, can I call you Tom?
Can I call you Walt?
Yeah, if you position your crotch close to my mouth so I can chew up your schwatz for being disrespectful. I'm sorry. I'm in a surly mood. I have a migraine. It is. The doctor came in and he said, "Where does it hurt?" And I said, "Here." You have no idea
I can only imagine.
Hey, listen, Tom. I brought you in for a reason.
Okay.
But first, carrots! I need carrots. Tom, I heard you went on that Letterman character show and told everyone you got diabetes because you put on a bunch of weight, lost a bunch of weight for all those pictures of yours.
Well, the doctor said it could have contributed to it.
You can't do that anymore. Do you hear me?
Okay. Well, I plan on taking better care of myself. If you don't mind me asking, why do you care?
Because you're about to play me in that new Saving Mr. Banks film, and the last thing I need is for you to die before the movie comes out, because who the hell's going to promote it?
I don't know, maybe the studio?
Oh, the studios, yeah, the Jews nowadays don't know how to promote stars like they used to. Back in my day, the studios would treat stars like stars. You had a drinking problem? Boom, more booze, problem solved. Unexpected bundle of joy? Whoops, elevator's broken. Guess you gotta take the stairs. Watch out, don't slip. Problem solved. Nowadays, the studios treat you like a prophylactic that they can throw away after they finish getting off. Not that old Walt ever saddled up. Strictly bareback, if you know what I mean. In and out.
Oh, God. Okay, I get it. So you just want me to stay wet.
Yeah. From here on out, I don't even want you to stub a toe. In fact, I want you to go to my little retreat I have in Guam. Used to take young ingenues down there for screen tests, and I'm air quoting screen tests. I bumped them. Carrots! Hey. I can never digest them. So I need you and your wife to head. Well, your wife. Your wife isn't a cover. You're not a panty wad, are you, Hank?
Panty wad?
You know, a nut crotcher. Except for on the Hershey Highway, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Right in the loafers.
No. I love my wife.
So you're straight?
Yeah.
Well, even if you aren't, I have to tell you, for $5, those Guam boys can fit things into places you only see at circuses.
Although that's a tempting offer, I'd have to say I'm staying with my wife.
Okay, fine. And I want you to come back, and I want you ready to make Mr. Disney a star again. Deal?
Deal.
Hopefully you don't have any movies coming up that you can, promote or anything to stop you.
Yes. Well, I mean, I will have to promote my new film, Captain Phillips, in theaters now.
Who wants to see a movie like that? Pirates boarding a ship? That's been done before. Besides, I have a boat. I used to take dames all the time out in boats like that. Ike Turner, for example. Man, I would hump and jump her for hours. And she wouldn't get wet either. At least not from the ocean. 2 ocean puns in one.
You know what? I'm very proud of the film, and I'm going to promote it.
That's fine. You're a mistake. You think you're invisible, and then one day you wake up and they're burying you underneath the Matterhorn.
I gotta promote the film. That's the end of it.
Is that your final answer?
It's the final answer.
Okay, fine. Well, what happens if I had that tart Miley Cyrus go along with you?
Shove it up your butt.
Fuck you! I don't have a butt.
That's why it's funny.
All right, deal. You take care of yourself.
I will.
Now get out of my office. I have a date with Zsa Zsa Gabor in an hour. I want to get me something before they amputate something else on her. Carrots!
Well, Judson, look, you've done a great job tonight. We're all thrilled to have you here, and we just wanted to show you, as part of our gratitude.
Okay, come on, Eric. You didn't have to give me a gift.
No, it's a sketch. It's a sketch.
It's a sketch.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, we all figured that since you were cast regular on As the World Turns, as well as Walker, Texas Ranger, that we knew that you had to wonder on a daily basis what it would have been like to combine both shows into one.
No, I could never do one.
Yeah, we knew you did. We knew you did. So,
figure that.
me and the kids in the back room whipped up this little piece for you, and here it is. Mikey, lights.
TMI presents As the Texas Ranger Turns.
Coach, you needed to see me?
Walker, come on.
I'm sorry about that play at third base. That ball took a weird hop, and I was staring at that girl's tits in the front row.
That's hogwash. Listen, this is the worst part. My job. The organization decided to make a few changes, and well, we're getting Francis Gage in today, and Walker, you're out.
But that's... Come on, I've been a Ranger for life. I'm in a slump, all right? I won't stare at tits anymore, I promise. I'll start hitting the balls.
It's too late. Gage, get in here.
Okay. So, see, the thing is that Walker wasn't that kind of Texas Ranger.
Yeah, this is hilarious. Yeah, there's writers who were young to know that, so they look it up on IMDb. Just go with it. It's going to be funny.
Okay, great. No, okay. So, well, hey, Sal, you want to see these, Skip?
Gage, thanks for coming in here.
Sure.
Organization decided to make a change. Gage, you're in. Walker, you're out.
Wait a minute. Come on, wait a second. You can't do that to Walker. I mean, he's like a brother to you. Or at least like a grandfather or something like that. And besides, he's got inoperable gum disease. You guys are killing me. This is really stupid.
Listen, I got a word from the top. The owner himself, Mr. George W. Bush, called it.
George Bush, that's like so, okay, right, 90s, I got it. Okay.
And what Mr. Bush says goes.
Well, it is George W. Bush, and he can never make a mistake.
Sure.
Well, I better pick up my cleats. Maybe I'll find playing time with the Padres.
Not so fast, Walker.
Alex Cahill, what are you doing?
Alex Cahill, really?
Yeah, she's on the show.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Cool. MTV, it's working. All right.
Should ask you the same question, Walker.
I'm washed up. I'm a bum. I'm old. Maybe I should have spent my days working out on the all-in-one fitness machine, the Bowflex.
Guys are grasping at straws here, honestly.
I don't want to hear another blankety-blank word out of your blankety-blank mouth. You think you could just come up with some flimsy excuse about getting kicked off the Rangers so you don't have to pay my daddy back the debt that you incurred when you were in Vietnam with him? Then you're sorely mistaken.
Yes, I was missing in action.
Oh my God.
Really? Her daddy.
Yeah.
Dragged me through rice paddy after rice paddy after rice paddy. But now that I'm not playing for the Texas Rangers, I can't pay him back.
Pay him back with what?
You need help. You need help so that you can find the illegitimate, retarded baby that you had while you were with her father in the shit.
Rosanna...
Calvin.
Rosanna Calvin.
From
Sorry,
World
Rosanna
Turns,
Calvin.
IMDb.
Oh, right, okay.
What do you
IMDb.
Hutch told me everything.
Wait, who's Hutch?
Who's
Hutch?
I'm freaking Hutch, okay? It's Hutch, Hutch was short. Anyway, it's like 91, ATWT.
Oh.
Hutch told me
Hutch,
everything. He told me everything while we were dating each other before I started dating Cliff Montgomery or banging Evan Walsh.
God, you guys are really thorough with IMDb. That's crazy. I forgot that.
I'm going to say that the Texas Rangers ever said no to illegitimate retards. I'll tell you what, I'm in a good mood. Walker, you're back in.
Hey!
Yeah!
Hey!
Hey, you can't get away with this.
Carly Tenney, my half-sister/cousin.
This is for Grandma.
Walker!
No!
This has been As the Texas Ranger Turns. Tune in next time to hear Francis Gage say...
That was the stupidest sketch.
So, Judson, dude, great job tonight. Have you ever thought about doing sketch comedy in an ensemble?
I mean, maybe.
He's in, guys!